What you guys, got another video here for you. Everyone should be doing this on their PC, but they don't. But it's a really simple thing to do, and it can get you out of a real jam if your PC becomes unstable and it doesn't boot, or maybe your drive fails and you want to replace your drive. So type recovery inside the search box. I'm on Windows 11 here, but it also works on Windows 10. So once you type in recovery, you should see recovery drive. What we're going to do here is run this as administrator and open up the recovery drive app so we can create our recovery drive. Now you can purchase a USB flash drive, any type of USB flash drive, as long as it's 8 GB in size. And once you've got that plugged in, you can click yes to the user account control, and you should see the recovery drive app open up here to create a recovery drive. So once you've got your 8 GB or more USB flash drive plugged in, we can back up our system files to the recovery drive as well. But what I'd advise you to do, if you've already got a USB flash drive with data on it, you'll need to make sure that you back up this data first, because this drive will be erased and formatted. So copy all the data on your drive and back it up if you're using a used drive here. You can store it to your documents or something like that, or your backup external drive, or whatever it is you're using. So you should see the check mark inside backup system files to recovery drive, and that's what we're going to do. Now, if your PC becomes unstable and doesn't boot to the desktop, you can use the recovery drive to fix your computer. This is why it's a really good thing to use a USB flash drive and then keep it in a safe place. So select your USB flash drive in the list below, and once you've got your USB flash drive selected, it needs to be at least 8 GB or more so you can use this method. Once you've done that, you can click on the next button, and then we can create our USB flash drive, which is our recovery drive. So let's go ahead and click next, and it'll warn you that everything on the drive is going to be erased, and it will then go ahead and start creating your recovery drive. This does take some time, so I'll speed this process up. It's basically going to format your drive and then copy all your system files over to that USB flash drive. Once this is completed, we can then close this off and then eject the USB flash drive and keep it in a safe place for when you need to use it. I'll show you how it works basically once we've got this completed. So let me click finish here. Now here is a list of some of the hotkeys for the boot menu or BIOS settings which you can get into, so we can select our USB flash drive so we can boot to that drive. And there's a big long list of them. I'll leave the link in the video description for this article, which is quite useful for people that have got different types of machines. So if you want to boot to this flash drive, that's how you do it. You can also enter the BIOS and change your boot order by dragging the USB flash drive here to the boot priority, which is at the front. You can see it says USB. It's in front of my hard drive, so it's going to boot to that first. And you should see something like this. You can always move it back after you've finished. Click your language, and then you can choose an option. We've got a bunch of options here. Let's start off with the troubleshoot here. Click on troubleshoot. If you click on troubleshoot, this is going to give you access to a bunch of tools, i.e. startup repair. This is going to be able to fix problems with your startup. You've also got more advanced areas like the command prompt, which you can get access to the command prompt to do a bunch of commands to try and fix your operating system. We also have uninstall updates, which is another area. If your PC won't boot and you've just updated Windows, you can uninstall that update from this location. You also have UEFI firmware settings, which will help you get into the BIOS, and you've got system restore. If you use that, you can use a system restore point to go back to that time when your PC was working correctly. If you have a system recovery image, you can also recover it from that location there. But we're interested in the recover from a drive, because we've got that drive already set up, and this will then give you a couple of options available, which are just remove my files and fully clean the drive. You can see here it'll give you a couple of options here. So if you want to use just remove my files, this will use this if you want to keep your PC and you want to get it back up and running. If you want to fully clean the drive, this usually will take a lot of time to complete, because it's giving it a sector by sector scrub of the drive. So if you just want to get your PC back up and running, choose the first option here. Inside here, it will say, are you ready to reset your device? This cannot be undone. Make sure the device is plugged in, and this will take a while. And he says, here's what will happen. All your personal files and your user accounts on this PC will be removed. Any apps and programs that you didn't come with the PC will be removed. Windows will be reinstalled from the recovery drive connected to this PC, And if you're repartitioned your system drives, this will be restored to their default partitions. Once you've got that option, you can go back in here, and there's another option which is fully clean the drive. When you click on here, it will tell you basically pretty much the same thing, because this is going to wipe the drive clean. But this will do a more intensive erase of all the data on the drive if you're giving the PC away to someone or sending it to some sort of recycle center or something like that. So that's basically how you can restore your PC back to a working condition with the USB recovery drive. So if you're having issues on startup where your PC won't get to the desktop and you're just getting stuck in a reboot loop or something along those lines, and it is an operating system issue, you can use your USB recovery drive to get your PC back up and running and fix your computer. It's essential that you have your USB recovery drive already created, because if you can't boot into your computer, you're not going to be able to create a USB recovery drive. So it just makes it common sense to have one of these already made. Anyway, I think that's going to be about it for this video. So I hope this video has been some sort of use to you. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Just want to say a quick shout out to all my YouTube members who have joined my YouTube members group. I appreciate the support. Your names are rolling up on the screen right now. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.